three-team deal that sends 3 second-round picks to Oklahoma City. The Mavericks will get a 2024, the #1 pick, Zachary Risacher, and then they're sending Ryan Nembhard to the Hawks as well. Remember, Dort originally joined Oklahoma City as an undrafted free agent. He was the longest tenured member of the team. So let's say hello to our front office insider, Vegas Summer League party animal, Bobby Marks, who is finally back home and spending his off day with us. Bobby, thank you so much. Let's start with Oklahoma City here, because Lu Dort is really the latest piece from the title team to get moved here. Why exactly did they make this trade?
Well, it's financially motivated, Malika, here. And Sam Presti, their head of basketball operations, did something rare yesterday. He talked with the Oklahoman newspaper there and addressed that. Sam only talks before the season and after the season. And when you look at the Lu Dort trade, it saves them nearly $100 million in luxury tax savings. Their payroll has gone down from roughly $570 to $320 million, so it's over $300 million in savings here. And I think the big thing that Sam expressed is now it gives them the financial resources to go out and extend Cason Wallace this offseason, extend A.J. Mitchell next offseason here. And the most important, their core 3 players haven't been touched in this, with Shea, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren still on this roster. So yes, you lose a starter, but I think in the long run, it could probably benefit Oklahoma City just based on how they're allocating their finances.
So the crux of this was an apron move for Oklahoma City. But let's just zoom out here with everybody and evaluate the scope of this 3-team trade, Perk. Who do you think got the best return when you're looking at this deal?
To be honest with you, I think it's Oklahoma. I mean, because when you think about, them moving on from Lu Dort, and shout out to Sam Presti, because he not only is he making moves, but he's trading these guys away to some good destinations. So shout out to him for doing right by his guys. But when you think about Cason Wallace and you think about A.J. Mitchell, those guys are going to fit right in alongside the big 3 of OKC, and they're going to take on a bigger role. It's just a difference when you walk into an arena or to a facility or even the start of the season, knowing that you're going to have a bigger role. Because we know that the Oklahoma City Thunder, over the course of the last 2 seasons, this young squad has been asked to sacrifice. Asked to sacrifice playing time, asked to sacrifice their game and their role. And so when you think about these 2 guys and what they're going to be able to do and more opportunities they're going to have without looking over their shoulder, it's going to help the Oklahoma City Thunder tremendously.
Perk, I feel like we might be sleeping on the fact that this move right here might have solidified the Atlanta Hawks as the best defensive team in the Eastern Conference. Because, again, you're going to have to defend with the influx of stars hitting the conference. And even after All-Star break, this squad had the 2nd best defense behind the Oklahoma City Thunder in the entire NBA. And so, obviously, this is what the Thunder's possible starting 5 looks like. But on the other side, the depth chart, particularly for the Atlanta Hawks, these are some solid defensive dudes. Yeah. Dyson Daniels, 2nd team all-defense. Jalen Johnson, a 2-way type of guy. Now you add into the fold. And NAW, coming off of a great improved year. Now you add Lu Dort, who is known for the Dortcher chamber. This is a squad that now has a full wholesale 180, 360. You leave Trae Young, where everyone knew what the biggest issue was there. They immediately took a step forward. And then Lu Dort, 2024-2025 first team all defensive and 4th in EPOY. So you look at the Hawks, this could be the best defensive team in the Eastern Conference and at the top, rivaling the Thunder in the entire NBA.
And so they give up Zachary Risacher, who they used a #1 pick to draft. And through no fault of Risacher's own, it wasn't the strongest draft class there, but he has had some question marks about what his NBA career could look like here. And Mark, I know that you spoke to Dallas about the way that they are viewing this.
No, Dallas is super excited, and I heard Zachary has already told him that he's super excited as well. You're talking about a guy that Masai Ujiri always goes after, players with length, athletic. Zach can shoot threes, very low risk. I mean, as Bobby put out, they didn't really give up much for him. And Masai said that he wants to add players to Cooper Flagg that could help him develop, and now you're adding somebody about the same age. Not much financially, well, from NBA standards, $13 million. Right. A lot to gain here. I think it's a great move by Dallas under the circumstances to add a young player who started 73 games 2 years ago.
At the core of this, though, is Oklahoma City, right? A championship team trying to keep their championship core together and try to figure out how they can add another one. So what's the biggest question mark you think that's left, Bobby, for OKC?
Well, I mean, I think the Cason Wallace extension is the big thing. I think he's extension eligible right up until the last day of the offseason, and what's the number going to be. I think, Malika, it's a lesson about the second apron, right? The second apron basically has taught us that you have to prioritize what is of value. And I'm not saying that Lu Dort wasn't a value of Oklahoma City, but when you have these two young players on low-cost contracts that are eventually going to get expensive, that's where your priority is right now. But Oklahoma City is not going anywhere, even with trading Lu Dort in this deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions right now about the second apron, and Adam Silver has essentially said that it's being used as intended. It's working as intended, even as we see stars taking less than what they could with a Victor Wembanyama, previously Jalen Brunson, to allow for extensions of other stars. This is what the league intended with this rule, and this is the second apron at work. Bobby, you're free from Vegas. You're free from the show. Go enjoy the rest of your day. We appreciate the time, my friend. Sinead, let's get to some action around the WNBA. We got a busy weekend. Starting with a career high from Caitlin Clark here. Clark was dominant in this game. This is the fourth quarter, the Fever down 6. Clark crosses up the defender.
Slice indexing, analytics dream, layups and threes. The danger of Caitlin Clark is that she can do this against any team. She's the ultimate heat check.
And then all tied here at 101.
Is that my girl? Oh, that was, I saw that play. Oh, yeah, this was a
foul.
This was a hotly contested play.
Well, but what they're saying is they're getting it done on both sides. So the same score here, Caitlin Clark creates some space, launches.
That's her side of the flow.
By the way, that caps off 45-10.
First ever 40-10 game in W history. Hello.
And Caitlin Clark is saying, I am her. Let's check in on the Valkyries. They're unstoppable.
Well, they are them. The squad from 1 to 12. This team, anytime, I say it a million times, the best environment in the WNBA, Valhalla.
Let them
they
know.
be balling.
Valhalla.
You like it, Mark?
Was alive here as Williams. We talk a lot about the defensive prowess.
Yeah, she could be Defensive Player of the Year in the WNBA.
But 18
Best
points
defense
there for her as well. And then the Sky and Dream here. This was a game.
One of my favorite teammates, a game winner, someone that deserves more consideration. She does it on both ends.
Oh, Canada. Getting it done. Atlanta went on to win this one, 93-91. And then here,
oh, no look, Jess
Wings.
Miss triple-double this season, y'all. I'm loving this highlight. Hello.
Paige Beckers.
Best look she got all
points
year.
in this one. All right, still in the fourth quarter. This was a little bit of a tough moment. Nneka, Paige collide hard there. They both go down to the floor. But later, after this play, we did see both of them eventually get up under their own power. They shared a hug and embrace. Agumike finished the game. Paige Beckers ended the night there. And then the Dallas Wings PR, they said that Paige Beckers is not going to play in tonight's game against the New York Liberty. She has, though, been cleared from having a concussion, which is a good news following that post-game evaluation.
Yes, and sources tell me that Nneka Agumike is doing fine as well.
Sources. I think that's what reliable sources say. Agumike to Agumike.
Just monitor her as well.
That's fantastic news, especially because we want to see everyone healthy for All-Star Weekend as well, which begins Friday, starting with the three-point contest. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. And then on Saturday, the All-Star Game at 8:30 on ABC. Of course, you can catch both days on Disney Plus and the ESPN app as well. And then also the ESPN original docuseries, Life in the W. It premieres this Friday on ESPN2. The series that follows Asia Wilson, Nafisa Collier, Dewana Bonner, and all the episodes will also be available on the ESPN app.
Please send me those suits, ladies. Please send me those suits.
I was sure they already sent them to me. Coming up here on NBA Today, this year's draft class. I mean, it's living up